Would you want to be martyred by lions or by bears? And bonus question, after your death, what miraculous occurrence will be associated with your relics? Today's saint, Januarius, has it on lock. He got martyred by bears, not the usual choice of lions, and his blood in an ampule in Naples, according to God's plan, and as it feels like it, liquefies. No one's shaking it or heating it up. It just does it miraculously every once in a while, usually around his feast day. So Januarius has a good story, right? But the thing about the martyrs, all of them, all Christian, sort of important people that we go, wow, look at them. Their life was not nearly as exciting as their death. St. Januarius has a pretty cool martyrdom story and a great relic story, but like all the saints, he didn't necessarily live something dramatic in his life. He lived a Christian virtuous life. He lived what St. Paul's talking about in the first reading today when he says that we should pursue righteousness, devotion, faith, love, patience, and gentleness. Well, those are kind of boring things as far as the world is concerned, but yet they lead to the awesomeness of eternal life and sometimes martyrdom by bears and having your blood liquefy miraculously in a cathedral in Naples. The point is that as Christians, we don't need to pursue great power, worldliness, and super important stuff, because actually the life of virtue and the life of living simplicity, gentleness, faith, those sorts of things, that's actually where the real excitement is. Ask people who have pursued money and fame for years. They're miserable because it doesn't actually get them anywhere. But pursuing holiness, a life of fasting, prayer, devotion, those kinds of things, forgiving our enemies, loving our neighbor, that's where the real adventure is. And then if God sees fit to give us a cool death in being martyred by bears or lions, or have our relics do something awesome afterwards, well, that's up to him, right? But the important part for us is to recognize that the real adventure of the Christian life might look like nothing compared to the world, but in fact, it's the greatest adventure, to live a life of virtue and holiness, to pursue the Lord, to be a faithful Christian. That's the most important thing. Lions or bears come secondary.